So here we are, gentlemen and ladies, the moment we've all been awaiting with great anticipation. The presentation of the Islamic Langer of the Century Clerical Bullshit Award. It goes to a British Islamoslav, nutcase, and preacher of hate. His name, Anjem Choudary. Before showing you a picture of the all-deserving candidate, allow me to list some of his qualifications for this award. He is the very man who, if you remember, organized the Danish embassy riot protesting blasphemous cartoons, which of course we now know today was a manifestation of the disease known as tunophobia. He also called for the beheading of the Pope. He plans that Islam is going to take over the UK and impose Muslim Sharia law on everybody there. He wants to fly the Islamic flag over number 10 Downing Street, as well as the White House. He says that everyone who is found drunk should be given 40 lashes and that adulterers should be stoned to death. He has called for his fellow extremists to help free Muslim prisoners who are criminals being held in British and foreign jails. He has been tied to gun training camps for Muslims in the UK for jihad. He has threatened British Jews with physical violence, and he says that it's okay to kill non-Muslims. He has proclaimed that Islam is not a religion of peace, but rather a religion of submission, to which I would insert submit to his version of Islam or be killed. But we all had that figured out anyway. You didn't have to tell us that. We stopped believing that it was a religion of peace a few years back. He is a self-appointed chief jurist of the Sharia court of the United Kingdom, which doesn't exist. But then, who knows, maybe reality never did anything for him. At any rate, his latest pronouncement is that homosexuals should all be stoned to death. So fine, here is a picture of this twit, and I'll offer a few more comments after you see what this Islamophobe slob looks like. I have coined the word Islamoslav because that's what he and his cohorts look like, slobs. I mean, can you even picture a woman with any self-respect having any interest in them? Of course, that's part of the problem with fundamentalist Islam, isn't it? Little or no respect for women, who are only worth half of what a man is, and not nearly as much as a cow. Males like you, of your species, and I refuse to use the word men, you really need laws to make women subject to you. Because without these stringent barbaric rules of yours, you couldn't compete on an even playing field if your life depended on it. Well, in my opinion, you understand. Without further ado, here you go, Andy. That's what he was called back in his beer-drinking, womanizing, drug-taking, and pornography-filled days when he was flunking out of medical school, or at least is reported by all of his friends, long before his religion got him. You get the very first bullshit award, Andy, and may you get everything else that you so richly deserve as well. Here you go. There's your reward. See? Bullshit award number 1. No doubt you would have even harsher penalty for me than you spout for homosexuals, because I'm an infidel of the infidels, fecker. I'm a Gaelic polytheist, a real polytheist, you know, multiple gods, multiple goddesses, not like the ones that are fabricated in your so-called holy book. In addition, Andy, I have absolutely no respect for you or your religion, nor am I afraid, except perhaps afraid of not standing against you and your kind. But this is not the end of it, Andy, because I think it may be possible to give a response to your bullshit that even you Islamoslobs can understand. So listen up. First, for everybody else out there, I would like to say I have only one British friend, though I think I'll be making many more and rather quickly. Anton is his name, and it's not his fault that he's a Brit. As a matter of fact, we seemingly have built the entire friendship around my taking the piss out of him for being a Brit and blaming him personally for the over 800 years of servitude to the British Empire for we Irish. So I never ever thought I would be saying what I'm about to say right now. But it seems, lad, you have some problems going for you over there, what with these Langers and these Islamoslobs and all. So this is my pledge. The gods save the Queen. It's the best I can do, Anton. I am, after all, a Gaelic polytheist. You are my friend, and I am willing to defend you with my life. Also, if push comes to shove, I am willing to stand shoulder to shoulder with you to defend your island. We stood together, your island and America, during the Second World War, and I am old enough to remember it. And we kicked the shit out of the Nazis. We can do the same with these terrorist Islamofascists who are wanting to take over the whole world, just like the Nazis wanted to do. So now, Andy, here is my answer to you and the rest of you Islamoslobs. First off, no. Did you get that one? You and the other extremist terrorist Islamofascists have already declared war, I know. But the answer is still no. No, we don't want your so-called religion. No, we will not have your Koran and Sharia law ruling over us. No, you will not be stoning to death British or American women who refuse to follow your draconian regulations. And no, you will not be stoning to death our homosexuals, British or American. May I suggest to all British and American homosexual persons that if you are in favor of the politically correct multiculturalism which is being spouted today, that then you have just signed your own death warrant. It is time for a full-out moratorium on Muslim immigration to your island and to America, and fast-track right out of with deportation of any extremist Muslim cleric, preachers, and activists. The last stats I saw regarding investigations conducted of mosques in America, 8 out of every 10 were teaching hate and extremist jihad. I don't have any idea about your situation there in the UK. It is to that end, at least, that I shall be devoting myself and my labors. You see, Reverend Andy, we think our Western civilization is worth protecting and maintaining. And, Langer, we yet have a fabulous Army, Navy, and Air Force. But should it be, fat chance in hell that will happen, but should it be that you and the warriors of jihad actually succeed in grabbing power here and there, then please know, we will not even then give in to your designs. We will meet you at every turn, and fighting by every means, we shall prevail.